The other day, I made a stupid mistake, and I'm not ready to admit that mistake yet, but it did involve restarting, reformatting, and everything on my Windows computer. And it all was a simple boo-boo that I totally forgot, but that's not the point of this video. I have to reinstall some programs. So right now I'm going to show you step by step again Winlink and how to install Winlink. So with Winlink, you can send and receive email without the use of a network. And so what we're going to install is going to be the Winlink and the standard forms. So somebody asked me the other day in a comment, where do you find the forms? They're in standard forms right here. But the first thing we're going to do is install the Winlink Express. So that should be fairly easy. Okay, once that is downloaded, this is the file that we need to extract. So we're going to extract that. That's pretty simple. You just click Show Extracted Files when complete, boom. And then you'll double click that install program. Double click. It's going to say don't run, but you trust it. So we're going to hit run anyway. Make sure that you're making your downloads from a trusted source. The trusted source being the actual winlink.org. And as soon as that shows up, we will go through the install. So, yep, Winlink Express. Yes, we want to make changes. And here we go. So you can put it in the default area. Yes, we want to start menu. Yes, I want to create a desktop shortcut. Everything else, just click through. And then you can launch Winlink Express. Now, I also want to download the Vera. That comes up next. So while that's launching, you can go ahead and start that download. We will ignore standard forms for now. Vera products. We want Vera HF. Boop. So we're going to click that. And you're going to go through the same steps with this. You're going to extract all, and it's going to say show extracted files when complete. Now we will go through that one in just a minute. I already have an installation program running for Winlink. Read it. I have read. I agree to the terms and conditions. And we're going to click begin using program.
Fill in all that stuff.
That is the password. That is going to be insane. Okay, it's going to give you this pop-up that says registration key. That's if you've registered for Winlink Express, but you can just hit remind me later. Okay. Now, most likely Vera HF will not work because I don't have Vera HF. Yep, it says Vera TNC not found. It will also ask you if you want to update propagation estimates for channels. If you do hit yes, it'll usually use the internet. So, now we're going to do Vera. So we'll double click that. Yes, we trust it. And we will run anyway. And Windows is going to ask you this beautiful run as administrator. Yeah, of course we're going to run this as administrator. And we'll close that out so you can see the screen. Won't let me minimize that. We're going to hit next. Read the agreement if you choose that mission. To accept that mission, yes, I want a desktop icon just in case I need to access that. And just for fun, we're going to go ahead and close this. Please close HF Winlink session. You cannot do anything until you close that window. That's just the way it is. Vera installed successfully. successfully. That's such a weird looking word. I do not want to launch that program yet. So we're going to fire up Winlink Express again. There is a desktop icon, but I don't have it on this screen. All right, let's hit open session. It says launching Vera TNC. Hopefully it puts it in a default location where it actually looks good. Yes, if you have a firewall, go ahead and allow it. You do want that to happen. All right, well, it looks like at this point, man, I lost all my favorites when I formatted the hard drive and reinstalled Windows. Okay, so the next thing we got to do is go to channel selection. And we've got some 80 meters is probably not going to work, but I'm going to give it a shot nonetheless. And what we're going to do is just send a test email first. So I'm going to send this to an unsuspecting victim. And we're going to say new-ish PC test. And then a simple hi. We're going to post that to the outbox as a Winlink message. Now, if you do radio only or peer-to-peer, I've never done a radio only, but you definitely want that as a Winlink message. Okay, the other one, peer-to-peer, you have to actually know who it's going to go to, and they have to be ready. Oh, yes, I forgot. This is a brand new computer. No radio selected. So now we need to go to settings, go to radio setup. Let us investigate this situation. Huh. So many places to click. Sound card. USB. This was the reason. I'll show you in the other video about the 710. There we go. Now you can see all my noise. Look at that noise. Oh, this is annoying. Okay. I think that did it. Okay, let's go find something in the 20 meter range. Oh, wait. Sometimes 30 meters does really nicely. There must be some RF in my shack today. Okay, and you will get this connection thing right here. Yes, you can buy this. I have not bought it yet, but you can use it for free. You just get this pop up every time, and you can click continue to evaluate. Let's take a moment to talk about QTH.com. Do you want a website? Do you want to have your own domain? Well, this is the place to get it. Now, we're only talking about the hosting services. Domains, another story altogether, but you can get your domains from QTH.com. The best value, $9.95 per month, gets you pretty much everything you need. That is websites and domains that you can host, unlimited. You can get disk space, which is unlimited, but more importantly, unlimited bandwidth. And there are some details about that in the fine print, but let me tell you, it is excellent. You also get unlimited emails included for $9.95. That is not an extra fee. So, some of the websites that I've hosted using the WordPress plugin. My own website, W1RCP Ham Radio Gear. Georgia State Parks on the Air, which is coming up. And Ham Radio Adventure Guy is all hosted on one account at QTH.com. So check out my personal link. My personal referral link is down in the description. If you'll click that, it's free for you to use, but I will get a little bit of a kickback, which helps keep me going. So check that out at qth.com. Okay, so let's find out where these wonderful forms come from. So we're going to exit the Vera HF. Now, the way to check is, let's see, I think all items have been deleted, so that's excellent. Let's send another message. And to find your forms, you go to Select Template. And you go to Standard Templates. And these are your forms. So look, they're already there. So we're going to go to General Forms. Winlink Check-in is where I usually do my business. So we will click Select. What happens next is this pops up on your web browser. You can type in all of this stuff if you want to. When you click here, it updates the time. But I have one that's already saved. So I go Load Check-in Data. And we go to Google Drive. I should keep one locally, but keep in mind, I just formatted my hard drive, so I have nothing. I even forgot to back up my log like a dum-dum, so I lost like the last 500 contacts in my log. That'll be real nice. Okay, so Aries, here we go, and the latest check-in was January 19th that I actually saved. Now I'm going to hide some information on the screen if it hasn't been hidden already. With the previous version of this template, it may not be compatible. So when you do this, it's going to have that old date, update the date, and everything else looks to be normal. So if you want to save your check-in data, you save it down here at the bottom. Boop. And we're going to save it as 401. And we will go to, no, maybe I will save this one locally just in case. So I'm going to put this in my documents and we will click save. That way, if I need to pull it back up, I can go load check-in data and go to my documents, which is local and doesn't require the internet, and click open. When you do that, click to change the time. And then you'll click submit. And you can give it a name. I'm just going to call it test for now because I'm not going to send it. We click OK. And now you can close your browser. And it is attached to your email. And then when you're ready to send it, all you have to do is click Post to Outbox. I don't actually want to send that, but that is how you find the forms. So move to deleted folder. There we go. All right. And that is Vera HF. Now, it took a while to record the video. It actually took me an hour to record this video with the amount of time that it took to send, but we got it. Now, let's give a shout out to the members. So if I can go by memory today, let's find out. We have, let's go to qrz.com. And let me see. We don't want to post any addresses, but we have Alpha Delta 2 Charlie Delta, our first member. Very first channel member. Thank you, Toby, for your support of the channel. Now, the rest of these are sort of out of order, but we have WD4DAN. Dan, Front End Overload. Thank you so much for your support. We have Kilo Echo 4 Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much, Michael, for your support of the channel. And we have, all right, got to think of Claude's call sign, AC4SH. Claude, thank you so much for your support. And just a reminder, GeorgiaParks.org, hosted at qth.com. We have this coming up, so if you're seeing this video, you got a week to prepare. Hunters, go ahead and register. No matter where you are in the world, come out and hunt us. We'll be on all the bands, except for work bands, of course. And activators, if you're in Georgia or near Georgia, register. Activate a park. There's 52 to choose from. Alrighty, and that is for AC4SH. We also have Kilo 4 Lima India. Josh, thank you so much for your support of the channel, and thank you so much for hunting. Look at this. All the great activations, hunting. Look at that. He's got some awards. All right, and let's see. Is there anybody else? Lansing. I do not have Lansing's information yet. He hasn't sent me an email. I owe you some stickers. And Eastern Standard Time, yours will be in the mail soon. Dale Henninger, Whiskey Zero, Delta Hotel Zulu. And Dale is he's the second to the last that has joined as a member so far. And he is out there in Minnesota. And thank you so much, Dale, for your support of the channel. It's much appreciated. So, hopefully this has been a helpful video, and my hour spent to make a 20-minute video has been spent well. Thank you all for your support of the channel. If you'd like to become a member, if you're on a mobile device, there is a join button. If you're on the computer, it's a little bit more hard to find. But if you'll, it's a link. You just click it. So y'all have a great day, 73, and let's get out there and play some radio.